It's May the 18th, 2017, and 10 minutes after 4 in the morning, as we sit on the edge of the Elbe River, waiting for the largest container ship in the world, the Mole, to come by. The sun is starting to come up, but the traffic of the boats is already very heavy. These water taxis are like regular city buses. You can buy one ticket, travel the whole Hafen area, harbor area, for a day, jump from ship to ship to reach your destination, and then the same thing back to get back home. They're a major source of transportation for the people that live in this area. I'll look behind where we're standing to film. The sun is a little bit higher now. And the sport boat traffic is well underway. Big ships, little ships, medium-sized ships, they're all here to see, and all within the first 2 hours after the sun has come up. Here's a picture of the Mole coming in at us. It's still quite a distance down the river, just zoomed in quite a bit with the camera. As of this date, this is the largest container ship in the world. It is 450 meters long, 58 meters wide. To put that in a different context, you could have quarter-mile races on this boat deck and still have room left over at the end to slow down and stop. It's able to hold over 2,000 containers, and is almost too big to fit in the screen here with the camera zoomed in just a little bit. It's almost too big to fit in the picture screen with the camera zoomed all the way in. But it slowly makes its way down the Elbe River, and in just a few kilometers it will be out in the North Sea. It's moving along pretty good for a ship of that size. It was a little late in getting away from the dock because they had to wait for the tide to come in, that there was enough water in the Elbe River to be able to float this big vessel. Slowly it heads out to the North Sea to follow sunrises to sunsets in every major harbor of the world. It's the 19th day of May 2017. As we wait for this water taxi to arrive, with our destination goal being the Elbe Philharmonic building, which is located directly in the Hamburg harbor area. We'll be going there on one of these taxi boats or shuttle boats. I find them quite interesting, and we'll make a couple of boat changes as we try and reach our destination. sitting in the upper deck, where I had good view to do some filming, I was amazed at the size of some of the ships in this harbor. I couldn't hardly believe my eyes as this came by. I thought suddenly I had been in a time warp going back into the 1800s and was on the Mississippi River. It was interesting. There's 2 or 3 of these things running around the harbor.
Hamburger Wetter.
Quite an interesting building. It's made out of glass and looks like a ship. And along the side of the harbor are just kilometer after kilometer of warehouses and auction houses and storage houses and whatever. A little bit better look at this glass boat house building. Being pointed out, some of the different areas in the town, the church towers, other points of interest.
Und hinten durch sieht man den Turm vom Rathaus und naja, ja. Noch irgendwas, Nikolai, glaube ich. Ganz rechts die Elbphilharmonie.
Directly ahead on the right, behind the pier over there, is the Elbe Philharmonic. That is our goal. The water police are active. I don't know how they can stop anyone in all this boat traffic, but they're here. Ships, ships, and more ships. Biggest harbor I've ever seen. There's the Elbe Philharmonic building. It's not very old. Built a few years ago. Look from inside our water taxi as we prepare to exit. This huge green 3-mast schooner, freighter, whatever it was in its day, is really interesting. We'll be taking a closer look at that towards the end of the film, because in the bottom of it is a pretty classy restaurant.
Gerade ganz komisch.
We got out of our water bus and got onto the next one. Another old boat in the background. Here's an outside look at the Elbe Philharmonic building, where all those people are standing. We will be in just a few moments. It's quite an amazing building. Has a hotel, restaurant, of course the great concert hall. As we got on the escalators, they just kept going up and up and up. And no, this is not a repeat of shots. There were 2 or 3 elevators that we had to get on to reach the floor level. Here was a resting part where we could take a look at the building, and then on to more escalators, and then to stairs. And finally we got as high as the outside platform was. A look from the inside, and we'll just take a look at Hamburg from up high on the Elbe Philharmonic building. Another old steamboat. The Louisiana Star. This was a pretty impressive container ship that went out. About 20 minutes after I took this film, I was changing the battery in the camera and noticed that 4 tugboats were towing it backwards into the harbor. Apparently it had some kind of serious problem and needed to be towed back to dock. Hamburg skyline from in the skyline. One of the police boat tie-ups, and one of the several restaurants that were on the terrace level. Now we're back to that green 3-mast schooner, and we'll go down and take a look at the restaurant after we take a look at the top of the boat. Restaurant was somewhat classy. I was a little surprised to find something this night in the bottom of an old boat. And the meal was good. Looking out the window at a church across the way. Which brings us to the end of this film. It was a great day in Hamburg Harbor. Hope you enjoyed the look with me.